In a village, there are these two people who are in love with each other. The guy comes from a very rich family, while the girl comes from a humble family. So they have this affair, this love affair, for quite a few years. And then the boy's parents, they say that now you have grown up, now you have to start looking for a partner. And the boy is really, really scared to tell his parents about his choice, because he knows it is never going to be accepted, as the girl comes from a humble family and is no match when it compares to their material wealth and their status. And it so happens then that this girl, she is going to be the mother of the child of this rich boy. So the day he goes to tell her, well, now my parents are trying to look for a girl, and even if I love you, I think I will not be able to make it. So, you have to excuse me for all of this. And the girl is stunned. She says, today I was going to give you the news that I am going to mother your child who is growing in my womb. And the boy is really scared and startled, and he says, oh no, you can't do that, because I come from a very wealthy family, and yes, I love you. And she says, you can't love me, because if you really loved me, you would not, start giving excuses, especially at this point of time when it is so important that we get married. Otherwise, she says, imagine what is going to happen of my family, my brothers, my sisters, what is going to happen of them. I trusted you, I loved you, and I want to us to get married. And he's like, I don't think I have the courage to go on with this relationship. Do something and free yourself from this, and you can get married to somebody from your background. And she's completely stunned, and he says, please excuse me, but and she says, what about all those promises you made to me? What about all the things that we were supposed to do together? You spoke about marrying me, you spoke about family, and now you're telling me all this. So she's crying, and she's in a chaos inside of her, and she's like, how can you do this to me? She's completely stunned. He says, well, I said it out of a lot of emotions, but now I don't have the courage to go on. I have my dharma, that is my duties towards my family. So do what you have to do. I can't tell you much. I can't help you. Maybe I can give you a bit of money so that you deal with this situation in the way you want. And he leaves. He leaves her crying at that time. And she is completely devastated. She is broken, and she keeps on crying and crying. And then, while she's going home crying, her brother asks her, he's like, my sister, why are you crying? She tells him the whole story, and now what situation she is in and all. He is like, he's completely devastated to hear all that, and he gets really, really angry. So he goes home, and when he goes home, he has this big rifle at his place, and he picks it up and he says, I am not going to spare this boy who has played with your life in such a way, and now he's leaving you. Yeah, I am not going to. So she's like, no, no, you will not do anything like this, please don't do. So he just pushes his sister aside, and he's really, really angry. Knowing the whole situation, the chaos over there, the sister commits a suicide. As soon as the brother has left, this girl, she doesn't know what to do, and she's like, now the whole thing is going to blast and everything. So she's already, broken inside of her. And so she just, she finishes her life. And meanwhile, her brother has already gone. He sees the boy in the garden, in the big, they have a big villa and they have a big garden. So he sees the boy outside in the garden. He says, you played with my sister's life, now you shall pay with your life. He says, like that. And so this fellow is like, no, 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 don't do this. And then he shoots 2 bullets at this boy, and the boy falls. And at that time, listening to all this, there are some guards and all who come and hold this brother of this girl, who is not at all apologetic for what he has done. He says, it is for my sister, like for her honor, I shall not let you live. So this is what I did. I finished this guy who, tried to play with her life. He's put into the prison because this boy whom he fired on has not died. It's just that the bullet really goes very close to him. It's very, very close to him, but it doesn't kill him. It just brushes against him, and he has fallen because of that. So he is saved. This boy is saved, but that lover of his is dead. And the girl's brother, he is also put into the prison for shooting at this boy. Then this rich boy's parents get him married, and he's like really, very wealthy family again. The girl is very wealthy, and then there's a big marriage that takes place. Meanwhile, the brother of this girl, this humble background girl, is still in the prison, and is crying when he comes to know that there is this big wedding which is taking place, that this boy is getting married after having killed my sister. And the years pass on, then life goes on, then this boy gets released from the prison, and he just, it's like, now what is the point? It's like they are like driven out of the village also, so they all go away from that village. It so happens is that one day this rich boy, who is very much interested in all the his garden and his trees and stuff like that, he's in his garden one day, the same place where he was shot actually. Says that, like he sees a kind of a tree, and he says, oh, this tree always reminds me of that particular incident that took place so many years ago, that her brother came and he tried to kill me. So that always gives me insecurity inside of me, he says to himself. So he says, today I am going to get rid of this tree. So he just takes a big axe, and then he wants to get out all his frustration, so he doesn't ask for any help. He says, I'm going to do that, I'm going to just finish off this memory forever, because it makes him guilty of what he had done. It makes him feel guilty for what he had done to that poor girl. And so he takes the axe, and then with a lot of anger he starts hitting on that tree. He just like keeps on hitting on that tree and says that you are my memory, you are the bad memory, so I'm going to get rid of you. But what happens is that at that time, those many years ago, the brother who had fired shots on him, the bullet somehow had entered into that tree, okay, which had missed him still, and it had entered into that tree. So while doing that, somehow with that velocity, that bullet comes back and hits him in his head, and he falls dead over there. And at that time, that revenge for that bad thing that he had done, that betrayal that he made somebody go through, had come back. And that same bullet, which was meant for him, after all those years, in his anger, when he wants to destroy all the witness and every memory of it, comes and hits him back, and he falls dead. Right there, he falls dead. So when I heard of this story, I was like, wow, it must be a fictional story, of course, but it makes a lot of sense in today's world. For me, the moral of this story was, what bad you have done, no matter how many years ago, no matter in which life, is going to come back and haunt you in this life, or is going to come back after many years and is going to hit you bad with the same intensity that you had caused damage to someone. The law of karma. What you have given is what you will get. What you sowed 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 20, 100, 200 years ago, 1000 years ago, whichever the life is also. Even in this life, it will make lot and lot of sense. You will reap it. No matter what, you will reap what you had sown. So, my dear ones, here, I would like to bring to our attention here is that no one gets spared of their acts. Now, you see what's happening in the world today. All negativity is spreading. People are misusing their power. People are misusing their money. People are killing the truth. But what is going to happen is that whatever has been done is going to come back and hit them bad. And all those negativities that we support in somebody, if we are also a part of that negativity, then we are also going to get hit. Very, very badly we will get hit. Very bad. Hence, we have to be very mindful of what we are doing, our acts. Very, very important it is. How are we living our lives? Are we purposely hurting someone? Then we are going to get hurt by someone. Are we purposely doing malicious jobs? Then we are going to be punished. Because not even one little thing goes unnoticed by the Supreme Power up there. That light. You know, the light, in that light, we don't know, we have been observed. All the minutest things that we do. Every act of ours is getting recorded. I believe in something is that in the universe, every little thing is getting recorded. Echoes will come back. If I say I love you, after many years that I love you is going to come back to me, or maybe very soon it will come back to me. If I say I despise you, it is going to come back. It is going to echo back. So life is an echo, my dear ones. This echo is not going to spare us. Just like this rich boy, he felt, oh, I'm free now. Oh, my life. He lived for a few years very nicely, in full luxury. Everything was going fine. He was the most important guy of the village. But then that pain that he had given to that girl, that pain that that brother felt for his sister came back and hit him to death. So my dear ones, I am I would say a karma yogi, which I could say is that where I believe in doing good, because I know if I do bad, immediately I have to pay for it. If I say something or do something bad, immediately I pay for it. This is how the divine works in my life. And for me, it's like one or two experiences like this I had got. And there I was like, no, I can't do anything wrong. I have to be on the right path. That right path is about love. That right path is about doing good to others. If you cannot do good to others, don't do bad. Don't join the bandwagon in creating mess in the lives of people in any way possible. Just do good. Be just to yourself and to others also. If you have given pain to someone in some way or another, many a times, during my consultations also, I get a lot of these things that, ma'am, I loved him so much and he just, he vanished out of my life without giving me any intimation. Then to these beautiful souls, I would like to say, my dear ones, or even for the men who have been going through this kind of a behavior, know that if they have done it to you, somebody else is going to do it to them one day. So you don't have to worry. The best is at that time you say, I forgive. I accept the situation. I forgive. I am not falling into the trap of, making this like a big, huge snowball that one day becomes unmanageable, because it's, you're adding to the karma, bad karmas. You don't want to do that. They have done it. That's not my fault. It is them. It is their mess. I am not going to go into that mess. They've done it to me. I got my lesson. or maybe I had done bad to them, so that has been done to me. I will take it like that also. In both sides, you have to take a look at it, and then you have to keep on being on your right path. I surrender to the divine. If I have done wrong to anyone, then I'm going to go and apologize to them. And if I haven't done wrong to anyone and they are doing wrong to me, then they are going to face whatever they have to face. The judge is up there. It's going to hit back bad. And when that hit back bad comes, it's terrible. It's very, very terrible. We see in daily lives what all has happened also around us, isn't it? Every time. I mean, there are so many stories that I would like to tell you, the live stories. This I have chosen, maybe it didn't happen for real, but I know a lot of real stories. And my father would always, when he used to tell us what had happened, he would say, you see, this is how life is. So we have to be always on the good path. Never do wrong to anyone. Never steal anyone. Never rob anyone. Never give false witnesses. Never engage in anything bad, anything violent. Just because somebody is influencing you to do something wrong, don't do it. Surrender it to the divine. The divine timing and the divine rod and the divine justice comes on time. So know that, my dear ones, is that whatever good and whatever bad we do, this is getting recorded in each particle of the universe. And the universe doesn't forget. Wonderful memory the universe has. So one day or another, the people who do bad to us, the same thing happens to them, maybe worse. And the people who do good to us, they also reap rewards for that good. So if anytime you get tempted to do something wrong, to get influenced for small gains, don't sacrifice your precious soul, please. Okay? Because it has to keep coming back here again and again. All right, my dear ones. So I hope you like this story, and thank you for listening. And let's always do good, whatever we can. The little bit of good also we do is big, big in the eyes of the universe. Thank you, my dear ones. May God bless you. Bye bye. God bless. Please do like, share, and comment.